Jagdish Shettigar is an honorary professor of economics at Birla Institute of Management and an advisor to the BJP, India's ruling party, and he joins us now live from Greater Noida. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the program. First off, I want to find out what caused the recent aggression towards young women wearing hijab in schools and eventually to institutions going as far as even banning the hijab.
It's unfortunate development. Say long back, about 4 or 5 decades back, I think hardly convent or the public schools had the uniforms and all. But now practically all the educational institutions, especially the schools, in the higher education, there may not be a practice of students wearing the uniform, but at least up to 12th standard, all the schools, whether it is a public schools or the government controlled, or even for that matter, local administration controlled the schools, everywhere there is a uniform. And it is a good thing so that whether it is from the point of the teacher taking the classes or even among the students themselves, the sense of differences gets minimized because students come with a different social background and also the economic background. But when you are in the uniform, at least when the teacher taking the class, he doesn't discriminate. At least the psychologically he'll feel equal. I mean, all the students equally, and more importantly, especially in the young children, there should not be anybody called the sense of differences, that is so and so belonging to the higher strata of the society when somebody is coming from the poor background, and it is a good practice. Now, as far as the educational right is concerned, and everybody has got a right to get the education irrespective of the religion or the social background, and that is what is guaranteed in the constitution. Now, why should these a few students insist that they should be allowed to enter the campus with hijab? And as a matter of fact, these 5 girls who are agitating now, or rather who started this agitation, they were attending the school without hijab. Now, why suddenly they decided to enter the school with the hijab?
Okay.
Now, what is their priority?
Okay.
Priority,
Okay.
and in their own interest, because the fact is that, especially among the Muslims, the poverty ratio is high, and even in terms of the literacy, they are stand behind compared to the Hindus or other religions.
Okay, I want to talk
And
about the case.
education empowers them.
Okay, I want to talk
In
about
the
the case of
empowerment,
Muskan Khan. She's a student in Mandya, and a video of her being heckled by a Hindu far-right mob went viral, and I'm sure you've seen that video. And she wasn't doing anything. She's just minding her own business, leaving her college after submitting an assignment, as she stated in an interview. India considers itself a secular state, and the freedom of religion is a fundamental right guaranteed by Article 25 to 28 of the Constitution of India. Muskan and hundreds of other Muslim women are having their rights being taken away from them, essentially, and that's, of course, according to your country's constitution, isn't it?
yes, freedom of religion is guaranteed by the Constitution. In fact, here in India, people have got more freedom than what is allowed even in Pakistan, let alone for the minorities, even among the Muslims. They don't, I mean, the practice what they claim as what is practiced in their religious book. But here they follow the different practices. But this should be the private affair of whether it is the Muslims or Hindus or the Christians. But when it comes the institution has got every right to insist whether it is a question of the timing of attending the classes or the class discipline or the dress code. It is a prerogative of the institution. Now, as far as the individual student is concerned, what is his priority? The priority should be accessing to the education, so that that would help you in your own empowerment, whether it is in terms of what you call the knowledge or in terms of the career prospects.
Right.
Now, if you think that religion is more your priority, then it is at your cost. and you have got every right to practice your religion. Who has restricted it? Now, by insisting that you want to enter the school with the hijab, you are actually provocated other section of the students, and they have come with
Which,
their identity, the religious identity,
right,
and that created problem. I think there is a vested interest
okay.
who want to cash it for the political with the political motive, because the election is due in Karnataka in 1 year, and as it is in the 5 states, elections are
All
going on.
right,
Out of one is a more important state where the
okay.
Muslims are in a sizable section, at least in the 40 constituency. But
Sir,
if they try to provoke, and who will be the losers in the polarization?
okay.
I mean, who has the vested interest? I think ultimately they will be the loser by
All right.
this side of
All right, sir.
provocation.
Unfortunately, that's all the time I have left. I have to wrap now, but it was a pleasure having you on the program. Thank you for that.